Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're checking out Chimera by Takanashi Kiara. I'm ready to get into this. I hope you are all as well. Let's just hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Lots of bass. Okay. That was a very smooth transition into vocals. Usually you have like a synth rise and then like an impact, but that just went straight in from intro. Fell into the abyss unknown, left me bleeding heartless all alone. No control. Don't you dare apologize. Okay. I like the supporting chorals. Nice. Nice synth lift. There's the impact. Nice. That was nice. On the first like run when she did that, it was just like her, and then the second one she had a supporting vocal. I really like the way her voice is being mixed here. It actually sounds really solid. Nice, coming in with the supporting vocal again. Okay. Okay. All right. Big switch up there. All right. I quite like this. It feels a little bit static, but I'm expecting like a switch up. We did have that little switch up there for like a kind of like a rap-esque segment, though we didn't really switch like our like EQ or anything. Like our bass was still pretty balanced, but we still had like sort of like a rap-esque little interjection there. But we're staying pretty consistent so far. I'm not sure if we're gonna have another switch up like that, or if we're gonna kind of take a complete 180 for like a certain segment of the song. But so far I am really enjoying how this is being mixed. I really like where her voice is sitting in the mix. But I just want to hear a little bit more range. That's all I really want to hear, is just her voice with a little bit more range. Maybe go a bit more higher for like certain parts. Okay. Big build up. Nice. I love the like backing chorals and everything though. Nice. Okay, so we're getting like a little switch up here. There we go. Okay. Big build up. Nice. Oh. That's an interesting choice on transition. I was expecting more of a sustain and then like maybe like a, you know, like an instrumental cutout and then re-impact into chorus. But this is like a little interesting like interjectory segment to have. Okay. Oh, okay. We actually did have a sustain into the chorus, but we actually layered them. So instead of having the sustain and then a pull out, like instrumental pull out over like below the sustain, and then coming back in with an impact for the chorus, we're just kind of having this interjectory segment to kind of create this like tension, and then we're coming back in with both the sustain and the chorus at the same time, which is actually pretty fun. I actually quite like that because it kind of throws you off that like classic interjection, and it kind of throws you off a bit, but it still has like that impact with the sustain and the chorus. I do think the sustain should be higher though. Nice. Nice. Those backing, there we go. I was about to say those backing vocals need to be higher, but then she went higher, right as I was about to say that. Right there. Awesome. There was, yeah, like right there, I was about to say, I need those backing vocals to come up higher, and then she immediately went up higher. That was awesome. I do think there were a few parts where I was like, I want her to kind of pull up in her range, because we're getting a lot of those like mid to bass tones. And those treble tones are a tiny bit lacking in some segments, but then we have like parts where we do have those lifts and we do come in with those treble tonalities. So it's not like we're cutting those out of the mix, and it's not like they're lacking. It's just more of a spread of the mix, you could say, and that's more of a preference thing, really. And we did come up with those lifts, and we had some parts. I do think that sustain on that last chorus there, when we come in with the sustain, I think that sustain should be a bit higher, so that way we have more of a spread, and it also stands out more. Because even though we were like relatively high, we weren't like necessarily all that standout from the chorus. So having that like up much higher would definitely make it pierce through. Not only would it give the mix more variety as a spectrum across the treble, mid to bass tones, but we would also have just this more majesty in the mix with a complete coverage of the mix there. But nonetheless, this was really, really awesome. I really liked this song. I mean, I was really, I'm really impressed with some of those transitions, because especially that first one, I really like how she came in straight from the intro, which it feels almost refreshing with when we have so many synthesizers and like these little gimmicks to add impact into the intro. It feels kind of refreshing. It just comes straight in. And then as well as that last transition to the last chorus, it was I wasn't expecting that. That was a nice little surprise there. Yeah, like we barely have any like impact or anything. Usually we'd have like a bass pulse or something to like cue in the vocals, but this was just straight in. That was really, really nice. It felt very fluid, which also lends itself to the synths that we're using and everything. It feels very fluid, even though we do still have that impact. It's not, you know, it's still a very clean aesthetic. It doesn't feel janky or stitched together. It's very fluid. And I really, really love that with the instrumentation. And her voice was beautifully mixed. She had some awesome projection. I really, really like how her voice sounded here. I do just think, you know, having a little bit more of those higher vocals would have really, really like spiced up the variety in the mix. But other than that, I mean, this was an awesome song. I really, really loved this. So yeah, this was really, really impressive from Kiara, and I really hope she does more of these. This is really, really fun. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and as always, feel free to recommend more things for me to check out in the comments below. Aside from that, I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much.